Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's live class session. So today we are going to learn something about English grammar, and with this regard let us see what a sentence is and how it is placed in a correct order and correct sense. So children, here you can see a picture where a teacher is asking the students to write something about a dog, and the children have written some sentences on a dog. Like, what are they? Like, a dog tail has. A dog has a tail. A dog can fly. So let us see whether these sentences are correct or wrong, and why they are wrong and why they are correct. The first one, a dog tail has. So this one is a wrong answer. And the second one, a dog has a tail. This is the correct answer. And the third one, a dog can fly. Again, this is a wrong answer. If you observe children, the first and the third sentences are wrong, because the first sentence, a dog tail has, it does not give us a complete sense, or it is not a complete sentence. So that is why it is a wrong sentence. We cannot understand anything from that sentence. And the third one also, a dog can fly. Can a dog fly, children? No, it cannot fly. So that is why even the third sentence is also a wrong one, because it does not have a correct sense. And when come to the second sentence, a dog has a tail. This is the correct answer, because it has a complete meaning and it is in a order. Like, we'll see some more sentences like this. And first of all, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words in the correct order. So what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words in the correct order. Like, we have group of letters. What do group of letters called as? They are called as words. Like, group of letters A, P, P, L, E, all together is called like apple. It becomes a word. Like that, a group of words will be called as a sentence, and a sentence is a complete sentence when it is in the correct order and correct sense. Okay, and now we'll see here a cat and a mice, and we'll see some sentences. Cats, mice, catch. And we have another sentence, cats catch mice. So according to you, which will be the correct sentence, children? It's cats, mice, catch. The first one, cats, mice, catch. Do you think this is a correct sentence? No, this is not a correct sentence. And if you go to the second one, this is cats catch mice. Is this the correct one? Yes, this is the correct sentence. Okay, why? I'll tell you. So, if we want a correct order of the sentence, so we have to keep in mind of three things, that is subject, verb and object. So what is this three? Subject, verb and object. So what is a subject here? So subject is something about a person or a thing which we are going to talk or which we are going to write. So whatever it may be, which we are going to talk or write or say something about, that is a subject. And what is the verb? The verb is an action word, like the work, what the subject is doing. That is, in this sentence, what is this? Verb is catch. Catch is a word which is meant for a work, catching, dancing, playing, reading, writing. All these action words are called verbs. And cats here is a cats here it is subject. Why? Because we are talking about cats. That becomes a subject and catch becomes a verb. And then what is this? Object. Object is nothing but a person or thing that receives the action, that is mice. Okay, the person or thing that receives the action. So here what is happening? This big cat is going to catch this small mice. Yes, no? Cats catch mice. Why? They eat mice as their food. So here cat becomes the subject, mice become the object and catch becomes the verb. And this sentence, to have a correct order, so you have to put the subject first here, then comes the verb here, and then comes the object. That is, cats catch mice. Subject, verb and object. When this subject, verb and object are kept in proper order, then this sentence will have the correct order. So that is why this second sentence becomes the right sentence. That is the correct sentence. Cats catch mice. Understood, children? Like, I ate breakfast. I here becomes subject. Ate becomes verb. Breakfast becomes object. For example, so I ate breakfast. That becomes the correct order. We cannot say I breakfast ate. That becomes the incorrect. That becomes the wrong sentence. So I ate breakfast becomes the correct sentence. Like this, in this picture, cats catch mice. It comes in the correct order and this is a correct sentence. Now let us see something. Like here, if you see, a sentence should also make a sense. So before sentence, if we saw, it was in a correct order, and now here are some sentences which makes sense. Like here, if you see, we are talking again about our cat, like, which is very cute. Cats have horns. And the second one, cats have tails. So according to you, which is the correct sentence here, children? Yes, the second one is the correct sentence. Why? Because cats do not have horns. Only ox has horns, deer has horns, but not cats. So the second one, cats have tails. So here we are talking about the sense, like it has tails. So that's why this second sentence is correct one. That is, sense is nothing but meaning, correct meaning. So cats have tails. So that is correct. No, it gives the correct meaning of a cat. So that is why the second sentence is the correct one. Okay, children? And now, So we'll learn about some punctuation marks here. A sentence also must begin always with a capital letter and end with a full stop, question mark or exclamation mark according to the sentence. Okay, so hope you all know about these punctuation marks like full stop, then question mark and exclamation mark. If it is a complete sentence, then we have to use full stop. If it is a question type sentence, then we have to use question mark. Then if it's a surprising sentence, then you have to use an exclamation mark. Okay, now we'll see how we are going to use this. Okay, now we have here some sentences like about our cat, like cats make good pets. And the one, cats make good pets. Same sentences. Like if you go to the first sentence, if you observe, the first letter in this sentence is written with a small letter. That C is written in a small letter. And if you see at the end, we do not have any punctuation mark like full stop, because this is a complete sentence. You have to end it up with a full stop. Yes or no? So it is not ended up with a full stop. So that's why the first one, this becomes a wrong sentence. Okay. And if you go to the second one, cats make good pets. So here if you observe, children, you have C in capital letter, starting letter, and at the end also it is ending with the full stop. So that is why this is the correct sentence. Cats make good pets. Okay, so we'll see some more sentences. Does a cat like milk? Okay, does a cat like milk? What type of sentence is this? Is it a complete sentence? Is it a question mark? Or is it an exclamatory sentence? Does a cat like milk? So yes, it is a question type sentence. So what we have to do? We have to end it up with the question mark. Yes or no? Yes. Now see here. Does a cat like milk? Now we have got the perfect sentence. So if you see in the first sentence, the first letter again it is in the small letter, and at the last also we don't have the question mark. And if you come to the second one, here we have the first letter capital and at the last we have the question mark. So that's the reason why the first sentence becomes a wrong sentence and the second one becomes the right sentence. So we'll see again another one. What a big cat! How does this sound? It's like a big surprise to see that much big cat. Yes or no? So it is a exclamatory type of sentence. What a big cat! Then how should we write this? So we have to write like this. What a big cat! So here if you see in the first sentence, again W is in the small letter and at the end also no exclamatory mark. So because of that, this becomes an wrong answer. Then in the second sentence, W is written again in capitals and at the end you have this exclamatory mark. So because it is an surprising statement, that is why you have to end it. You have to end it with an exclamatory mark. So this becomes the correct one. Okay, children? So this becomes the correct one. So remember that a punctuation mark is always necessary for a sentence to end it according to the meaning of the sentence, and the beginning of the sentence must always be in the capital letter. Okay, beginning of the sentence in capital, end it with a full stop, question mark or an exclamation mark. Okay, then so children, let us rewrite the words in correct order to make sentences. Okay, we'll see some sentences here. So here is the first sentence. Pilot and flies a aeroplane. So here are some words, but we don't have a meaning for these words. So we have to write it in a correct sentence to have a meaning. So as I said earlier, so when we want to put a sentence in correct order, you have to remember about three things, that is subject, verb and object. Yes or no? So subject is about whom we are talking, and verb is like the action word, and the object is about a person or thing that receives the action. So here first let us find out the verb. Basing on the verb we can arrange the sentence. Like what is the verb here? It is this one, flies. That is the verb. And who becomes the subject here? We have two things here. I mean a person and a thing. Pilot is a person, aeroplane is a thing. So who is flying the aeroplane here? The pilot is flying the aeroplane, and we are talking about the pilot here. So pilot becomes the subject and aeroplane becomes the object. Okay, so now pilot is subject, flies is verb, and aeroplane is the object, and we have to arrange these three in a correct order to make a sentence. Okay, so to do this, and we have to remember one more thing, that is about articles, that is a and an. So we have a, an and the. These three are called as articles. So when do we use a? When we talk about a single person or a single thing, we use a. And when do we use an? We use it when we have words starting with vowels, that is a, e, I, o, u. What are these called? These letters are called as vowels. So when we use vowels, I mean in the sense when we use letters which sound this vowels sound, that is a, e, I, o, u, we are going to use an in front of these words. So here we are having aeroplane. Aeroplane starts with an vowel sound, that is an. So this an has to come in front of aeroplane, and this a has to come in front of pilot, because we are talking about a pilot, a single person, a pilot. So here we have to go with a. And this the, when we talk about a particular thing, we will be using the, and that we are going to learn in further. Okay, so let us erase all this now, and now we'll start writing this sentence in a correct form. Okay, so what is the correct form now? A pilot flies an aeroplane. See, we got the correct sentence. How? Like we have taken the subject, a pilot, then we have taken the verb, flies, and now what is the object here? An aeroplane. So a pilot flies an aeroplane. So are we able to get the meaning of the sentence? The correct meaning? Yes. So a pilot flies an aeroplane. Now this becomes a correct order. Okay, so now this is the correct sentence, and we'll see the next one. At barks stranger's dog A. Now these words have to come in a correct order. How do we do that? As I said to you, now you have to find out what is the subject, what is the verb, and what is the object. So we'll see the verb first. If you able to find the verb first, then you will be able to get subject and object. So what is the verb here? Action word is barks. This is the verbs. So barks. Who barks? According to this sentence, what barks? A dog barks. Yes or no? So then this becomes a subject. And at whom it barks? It barks at strangers. Then this strangers become object. Okay. So now we have to arrange this all in a correct sentence. How? A dog barks at strangers. A dog becomes the subject, barks become the verb, and strangers become the object. So did we get the correct order, children? We got it. Yes. A dog barks at strangers. And now we'll see the third sentence. Has colors the 7 rainbow. Now here you may ask me, what is the verb here? So even has, here you have got has. Yes or no? This has also is a verb. It is also a verb. And here we are talking about what? In the sentence we are talking about the rainbow. Rainbow becomes the subject. And what we are telling about? We are telling about the rainbow. We are telling that it has 7 colors. Then this 7 colors will become the object. So when you put this in a proper order, then this will be the sentence. The rainbow has 7 colors. See, the rainbow has 7 colors, and this becomes a correct order of the sentence. Understood, children? So when you want a sentence to keep in a correct order, so you have to remember about these 3 things. One is subject, verb, and object. These 3 has to be kept in a proper order so that we get a correct order of the sentence. Okay. Okay, we'll go to the next words or next sentences, where we are going to replace some underlined words to make a sense. So we'll see some sentences here. The first one is cows give us eggs, and the second one is fish live in trees. Third, we are dancing a story. Fourth one, our teacher assign us stones. Fifth one, I write with the plate. Sixth one, a farmer works in a hospital. So we'll see whether these sentences have correct sense or not. The first one is cows give us eggs. Do cow give us eggs? No. They give us what? They give us milk. So this comes under correct sense. Cows give us milk. Now if you go to the second one, fish live in trees. Do fish live in trees? No, they live in what? They live in water. And the third one, we are dancing a story. Are we dancing a story? Can we dance a story? No, we can't. Then we are reading a story. This is the correct sense of the sentence. If you go for the fourth one, so our teacher assigns us stones. Our teacher assigns us stones. Do our teacher assigns us stones, children? No. So our teacher assigns us homework. Then for the fifth one, I write with the plate. Do we write with a plate? We will eat in a plate, but we don't write with a plate. Yes or no? Then what is the correct one? I write with a pencil. This is the correct sense. And the sixth one, a farmer works in a hospital. Is this the correct one? Where do a farmer work? A farmer work in the field. And here, who is working in the hospital? A nurse works in a hospital. So these are the correct words which we have replaced to make the correct sense. Okay. So like this. So you have to keep correct words and correct sentences to get a correct sense. Okay. Now we'll complete some of the sentences with some words here. And you have to do this on your own, and you have to write it down in your notebooks using these words. And the first one, you see you have got reverse here. So, and we have to write a sentence with rivers. So for example, rivers are filled with fresh water. Now this has a sentence. Okay. And like that, the second one, my father. So tell something about your father. You start writing the sentence starting with my father. For example, my father reads newspaper. Okay. And the third one, the moon. Write something about the moon. What is a moon? The moon is a satellite. And the fourth one, winter. What reminds you about the winter? Write something about winter. So we'll say winter comes after autumn. Okay. Then the fifth one is my school. So something about our school. My school is very nearer to my house. So like this, you have to make your own sentences, children. Please write in your notebooks. Okay. Using these words, you try to make 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, children. Okay. So that's all for today. Take care and goodbye. So please visit our website www.aimstoday.in for further live classes schedules, recorded videos of live sessions and other notifications. Thanks for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest